The graph of y equals 2x minus 4 times x minus 4 is a parabola in the xy plane. In which of the following equivalent equations do the x and y coordinates of the vertex of the parabola appear as constants or coefficients? So if you recall, the vertex is basically the turning point. So if this is our parabola, for example, this is our vertex. And if you remember the vertex form of a parabola, this question is pretty straightforward. The vertex form of a parabola is y equals a times x minus h squared plus k, where hk is the vertex. So looking at these equations here, which one is in a vertex form? Well, it's not going to be a. That's perhaps the foiled form of this. I mean, we'll see. But it's not in the vertex form. So we can get rid of b. It looks pretty close, but notice this isn't squared, so that's not quite right. C looks good, x minus 3 squared plus negative 2. Pretty solid. And then d, I think, just rearranges this a little bit. It's not going to work. It's not in the vertex form. So the answer to this one is choice C. You could take your original equation, foil it, complete the square in order to get it into a vertex form. But that is really annoying, so let's not do that. Instead, know the vertex form of the parabola, and this question becomes pretty straightforward. Another question about quadratics. This one, as I mentioned in the video, made much easier, if you know the vertex form of the parabola. If you don't, then this one's kind of annoying. I suppose another way we could have done this, just getting back to theory, is... you could have foiled this. This is getting in the weeds a bit, but you could have foiled this. You could have then found minus b over a, which is the axis of symmetry. You would have found that would have been 3. You could have plugged that in. You would have gotten the y-coordinate, which would have got you the vertex, which would have been negative 2. And you could ask yourself, okay, which one of these has 3, negative 2 in it? And the only one that's close is C. Again, that's really long. If you know that, you should know the vertex formula. So there's going to be certain facts on this test, I believe, like vertex formula, for example, the vertex form of the quadratic, that if you know will make a lot of these questions simpler. So one of the goals we're going to have is coming up with a list, flashcards, study guide, whatever you want to call it, of these little factoids to know. If you know these factoids, it can really help on questions like this.